Hello, lovelies. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Are you guys here? Emmy and her shenanigans. Hello, everybody. I am here. Welcome back. Today, I'm actually doing a little cook with me. I'm not hooked up with my mic, so I'm going to be trying to project as best I can so you can hear me. Happy Friday. Hi, Noah. Hi, everybody. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'm actually going to be cooking something. And it was inspired by yesterday's video. Yesterday, I made ice cream bread. So it was bread made out of ice cream. This is empty. This is just an empty container. But I just saved it. And I made 2 types of ice cream bread. And I thought ice cream bread was a bit of a misnomer because when you look at it, you think cake, but it definitely tastes more like bread. So I made a plain version, which is just 2 ingredients. We have self-rising flour and melted ice cream. That is it. That is it. Super easy and simple. So I made the plain version. And then I made the very festive, fun sprinkle version. So this, of course, changes up the recipe amounts because now it contains 3 ingredients because you have to count sprinkles as an ingredient, right? So in the comments of yesterday's video, I received comments. Now I can't remember your name. My apologies, lovely. But it was suggested that I should make French toast out of this because this is much more like bread rather than cake. And I said, that is brilliant. So here I am today for my first cook with me. For the past few weeks now, I've been doing kind of eat with me's on Fridays. Now I'm going to be doing a cook. So French toast, love it. Ian, thanks so much. So it's so easy to make French toast. I love it. It's a great way to use up stale bread. It's delicious and easy. I was about to say nutritious. I don't know about that, but it certainly is delicious. So I've got the plain version and I'm just gonna cut it up. I'm gonna angle the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So beep, 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 beep. Okay, here we go. Yes. Hello. There we are. Beautiful. So here's the plain one, and here is the very festive rainbow one. So I'm gonna cut these. John, thanks so much. If you're super chatting and I don't see you, my apologies because the angle of the camera is such that I cannot see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do relatively thick slices. Here we go. Like this. So it's probably about a ½ inch, right? And like this. And like this. There. Okay, now we're gonna do the sprinkle version. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Oh, that's so cute. Look how cute that is. See, I thank so much. I appreciate your super chat. Okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna do these a little bit on the thick side because I wanna make sure these don't fall apart while I'm frying them. Okay. Oh, I love it. So stinking cute. Okay. So now we're going to prepare the, bath of French toastness. So for this recipe, I think I'm going to use 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Quack them white here. 1, 2. Give them a little beat up. Sorry, it's going to be noisy. Is my milk bad? Someone just said check my milk. Oh yeah, that's great. That's cream. Heavy cream. Yeah, that stuff lasts forever. Smells great. Ha ha ha. Mix that up. And this is what I like to use when making French toast. Nicholas, thanks so much for the super chat. It makes things taste delicious. Now, this is going to be one of those recipes that might be a little bit annoying because I'm not measuring things. I'm not. So that was probably about a 1/4 cup. Pedro, thanks so much. Hello from Brazil. So, I'm going to mix that in. And this is another secret. Mary, thank you. I like to put a good pinch of salt to my French toast, like a good pinch. Yep, that's probably like a 1/4 teaspoon. So that's pretty thick. I'm gonna add a little bit more cream. So in total, that was probably about 1/3 to 1/2 cup. Now, put that up. For this amount, I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a good 1/2 cup of cream. You know, imagine it's Sunday. We don't pour on Sundays. We just, you know, I mean, we do pour, we don't measure, is what I mean to say. Y'all ain't right, thanks so much. Okay, so we have this. Oh, I almost forgot. So I like to sweeten this a little bit. Oops, you can add sugar, but I'm gonna add a little bit of maple syrup just to give it a little extra sweetness. And that's probably about a tablespoon. Not to worry, I've got backup. Xander, thank you. See, I've got 2. Camila, thank you so much. Okay, so now here's another ingredient I like to add. I like to add a little cinnamon. And, you know, that much. So that's probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. But make this your own. Add as much as you like. You like it really cinnamony? Add more. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of gross, but whatever. Also, I sometimes like to add a splash of vanilla, but because there's vanilla ice cream in my cake, I'm gonna skip that, okay? Now, we're going to give our pieces of bread a little bath. Okay, got the plain ones right there, and then we're gonna add the rainbow ones right there. Doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna use the thicker rainbow pieces because I don't want this to fall apart while I'm flipping them. Okay, this would be a good time to grab a fork and then flip them over to make sure everyone gets this egg wash on both sides. This is goodness. I guess I could have gotten a bigger pan. So it goes, so it goes. That's okay, we'll just do batches. Okay, so I'm gonna let that soak in there for just a little bit. These look like Fruity Pebbles, don't they? These ones look like Fruity Pebbles. Okay, now I'm gonna try a thinner slice too. Just see what happens. Okay, push that in there. Now, while these are soaking, let's get the pan ready. Wipe off my hands. Okay, now, so I'm gonna set this aside a bit and clean up my whisk. Okay, gotta keep your area clean. Okay, so we've got the bread soaking. And now we're going to fry the French toast up. All right, let me do this so you can see it a little better. Oops. Bear with me for just a second here. Okay, let me twist this up. Oh, look, you can see the bottom of my face. Can you see me? Okay. So this is strange. Okay. Oh, epitome of sass. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I am back in visual realm of space. So I gotta turn my burner around. I forgot one thing. So I am going to be pan sauteing these in a nonstick pan. Let's get some fire going. Wait a minute. We need some butane. Butane. Do not have fire without the butane. Okay, so A lot of you have asked, thank you, Melissa. A lot of you have asked me about this burner thing. I picked this up at H Mart, which is a Korean grocery chain, and I think I paid $40 for it. And this thing is super handy. I cook on the porch all the time. I use it for, John, thank you. I use it for my shows, obviously, and the only drawback is you need butane, which is this fuel that comes in these cartridges. But you can also buy these at H Mart or Asian markets. But yeah, it's great. So I love the portability of it all. So this just goes in here, and we have fire. Okay, sorry for all the noise. Put the cartridge in there, and there, and there. It's really great for hot pot. Boy, look at my hair today. All right. So, now we have fire, and I'm going to use a nonstick, Alaska, thank you. We're going to use a nonstick pan and warm this up. Not too crazy. Now, you can saute or fry up your French toast in butter. I like butter, but oftentimes I find that it gets a little bit too brown too quickly. Ghee is great, which is butter that has much of the proteins removed from it, the milk solids, so it doesn't burn as easily. I'm going to be doing something crazy and using a little bit of olive oil. It's okay, don't worry, it's going to be great. Boop, 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 boop. Put that in there, okay? Yes. Heat that up. Now, I'm going to angle this down again so you can see this thing that's happening here. Try not to burn myself. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to get this nice and toasty. We don't need the flame too. Okay. Flame a little bit hotter. There. Now, meanwhile, we're going to turn our French toast over so that both sides soak up the custard. Got to be really gentle because as it soaks up, it tends to get pretty soft. Gabriella, thank you so much. And I'm going to flip this over. Now this is a great use for stale bread that's been a little bit dried out, because dried bread soaks up the custardy stuff even better. I am so curious to see what the rainbow French toast. I mean, come on. Have you ever? I have never. So this is going to be a new for me. Okay, so there we are. And I'm going to say that's nice and hot. Yes, this is olive oil. I know, it's crazy. I'm doing something crazy. It's all good. You can use butter if you like. Make it your own. Okay. Alrighty. Now, getting some sizzling action here. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 slices of each, because I think that's what's gonna fit in my pan. Now I'm gonna wash my fingers. I'll be right back. All right, now swizzle this around to make sure everyone gets a little bit of oil. Okay, now get this, and as this is frying, we're gonna take little peeks at it to see, you know, how it's browning up. Just let the French toast fry up a bit. T. Hoover, thanks so much. Walter Oakley, thank you. Hello from Nova Scotia. Okay. Now, I'm gonna separate these that are sticking a bit, and I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it for a minute. Okay. Don't want the heat too crazy. There we go. Dexy83, thank you. Hi from Virginia. Okay, I'm gonna do a little flipperoo. Oh, uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Boom! Breakfast for lunch. Okay. So I'm using a nonstick pan, but you don't have to do it in a nonstick pan. Nope, I often use cast iron, but today it's nonstick. This is so funny. Okay, switch this around. And this side looks to be a little bit hotter than that side. So I'm gonna move this side over here. It's smelling good in here, y'all. It's smelling good. This is where we need smell-o-vision. Okay, I'm gonna take a little peek. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Oh yeah, this one. Yep. I'm gonna flip this on this side. Make sure we get this side golden too. Oh, look. Yes, beautiful. This side. Yeah. My lovelies, I think we are done. Look how fast that was. We're done. Off. I'm gonna set these to the side. Grab a couple plates. So we're gonna do, oopsie. Okay, here is the sprinkle ice cream bread. Look, put it at an angle. Ooh, fancy. And then we're gonna put the plain ice cream bread. Ooh, angle, fancy. Okay, move this out of the way. Whoops, Michael, thanks so much. Okay, that looks beautiful, if I don't say so myself. Look, gorgeous. Now, I love this maple syrup. This was sent to me by my lovely friend Mandu, but we are pretty much out of it. So I picked up this, and this is Bats of Bedlam from Connecticut. Maple syrup, yummo. Open this up, and look. Thank goodness it's sealed for my protection. I was worried. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Sander, thank you, here we go. Oh, look, I almost put this plastic ring in there. Goodbye. All right, ready? Here you go. Ooh. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. In case you missed it. Boom. Life is good. Life is good. Okay. All right, lovelies, it's time. It is time to eat this. A little bit higher. There we go. Better? Sorry. This. Okay. Here we are. Alrighty, so we have our ice cream bread French toast. It's smelling fine in here. Kay Prince, thanks so much. It is smelling really fine in here. John, thank you. I am so pleased how these came out. They did turn out beautifully, and they came out very quickly too. So if you've got bread, there's no excuse why you can't make French toast. Well, if you don't have, milk and eggs, then you certainly can't make French toast, but it's so easy and so worth it. And I'm gonna taste the plain one first. Let me grab a fork. All right, here we go. Oh, so that cut really easily. And we've got plenty of maple syrup on here, so yeah. So I know it's really confusing. In yesterday's video, I said that, you put 2 cups of ice cream and you make bread, and I instantly thought cake, especially when I had it with the sprinkles, because it looks so much like cake. Hassan, thanks so much. But it is not cake, it's definitely bread. So I know you guys are cringing, or some of you may be cringing, thinking, oh, that's gonna be too sweet, but I don't think so. All right, enough chatting, let's eat. Itadakimasu. Pretty stinking delicious. So what's so cool about French toast is that egg custardy thing that we made soaks into the bread, and then it creates a custardy textured yummy breakfasty dessert. And that's what happens here. This is a little dense. This is a quick bread. It's not as airy and as porous as, say, like a yeasted bread. So it's a little dense, but the level of sweetness is just fine. It's not overly sweet. This is not a pound cake. This is like if you were to take a scone or Irish soda bread. Yeah, if you were to do that and slice it up and make it into French toast, it'd be something similar to this. Yes, delicious. Good stuff. Maple syrup is so delicious. It's such a treat. This year we have a couple maple trees. We have one sugar maple, and I really wanted to tap it and try to make maple syrup. But we had a very mild winter this year in New England, so I didn't do it. But perhaps next year. Ebba wants to know if you could add sugar to the ice cream bread to make it sweeter. Of course you can. You can make it your own. Add more sugar, add some butter, but then it wouldn't be 2 ingredients, would it? And I really wanted to know how well just a 2-ingredient bread recipe worked out. Sarah, thank you so much. So I really wanted to know what it was like just to have 2 ingredients. And it works. Is it the best? Seth, thank you. It makes a bread, you know? It does do as it says. Does it make a delicious French toast? Yes, it does. Make a pretty good French toast. The texture, like I said, is a little dense, but come on, it's French toast. Okay, now for the fun life of the party, we have the sprinkle one. Okay, here we go. You see that? Did you see how easily that cut? Okay. Tino is gay, thank you so much. Look, I think, I don't know. Is it possible to go overboard with sprinkles? I'm not sure. I might have gone a little overboard. Galactic Republic, thank you. So I'm gonna dip that in there and give that a go. Alrighty. Rainbow ice cream bread, French toast. That one is a little bit better. So I retract what I said about not adding vanilla to this recipe because this was made with vanilla ice cream. I would encourage you, Nicole, thank you, to add a little bit of vanilla extract to this, which I normally do, but I thought, hey, you added vanilla ice cream to it. It should have plenty of vanilla flavor. Go ahead and add some extra vanilla because vanilla, maybe it's kind of like sprinkles, add a little bit of and it's even So yeah, this one, again, I think is a little bit better than the plain one. It's a little bit sweeter, just slightly, and has a little bit more vanilla flavor. And come on, look, rainbow sprinkles. So, this version I cut a little. Damara, thank you. I am trying to slay this French toast. I did the sprinkle one a little bit thicker. I sliced it thicker. Well, this one, Elizabeth, thank you, is a little thinner, and Amy, thank you. This one's a little bit thinner. I definitely recommend, at least for this type of bread, to go on the thinner side. This thicker version, while it does look nice, let me show you the inside once again. I mean, come on. It's a little bit too dense, and I think that's just because of the nature of this bread. It's a dense kind of bread. So when you have a big ball of that, it's kind of like I know what it's like. It's kind of like a cake pop. If you ever had a cake pop before, it's kind of like that. It's moist and it's a little bit dense, but it's soaked in, what is that stuff again? Maple syrup. We've got French toast that is soaked in maple syrup, and if you soak it in maple syrup, it's gonna be delicious. So Now that I've had a couple bites of this, I think I might actually go back and seesaw and prefer the first version because it's a little bit thinner. It's not as dense. So I'm gonna go back to this one. And this one's a little bit more like a traditional French toast. Yeah. A little bit more delicate and less cake ballish. You know what I mean? Cake ball? Cake ballish. Cake popish. Melissa, thank you. Cake ball. Cake pop. Huh. Alrighty, my lovelies. There you have it. That is how you make ice cream bread French toast. Nothing to it. If you don't have ice cream bread, just make French toast. It's so worth it. Pain perdu, I believe they call it in French. The lost bread. It's not lost any longer because you're using your stale old bread and giving it new life in a form that is absolutely scrum-diddly-umptious. If you don't have maple syrup from the tree, any old bottle of syrup will do. If you've got treacle, if you've got honey, if you've got, I don't know, what else do you, oh, jam, A-grade, thanks so much. Then you can make your French toast even more delicious. So super easy. It's the weekend coming up. Treat yourself to some French toast. All right, my lovelies. Thanks again for joining me for yet another live stream. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this cook with me. If you have any other suggestions of things that you like me to cook, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you want to learn how to make 2-ingredient ice cream bread with good old ice cream and some self-rising flour, I will put a link down below. And yeah, thanks again for joining me. I don't know why I'm rolling my R's lately. Have you noticed that? I've been going brr, brr. I don't know. Maybe it's a condition, R rolling. All right, lovelies. John, thank you so much. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. Wayne, thank you. Thank you all to my super chatters and super stickers for contributing, and I hope you guys are all well. Have a safe weekend. Be well, stay inside, and I will see you on Monday. Another video coming on Monday. All right. Cheers, my lovelies. Take care.